Hello dearly beloved, we are here to see what are the current energies around the masculine, what are the current energies around the feminine. And this is also a Q&A session. I don't know how many people are going to join in, since this is a very very odd time, but here I am. I just felt like coming up and talking about a few things. We are most of us, I'm feeling, are healing blaming energy. That might be around the person itself, that might be around your counterpart, this might be around karmics, or this might be around ourselves that we are currently focusing on and working with healing. So we are letting go of any blame energy, shame energy that is around connecting with the divine counterpart in a very very deep and a phenomenal way that is holding us back basically in expressing fully. And at the bottom of the deck I have I'm not able to speak. At the bottom of the deck I have swimming between spaces, think with your heart, connect with your light. So this is everything to do with the in between. Frog always represents, and I've been seeing frogs a lot. Frogs always represent quantum leaping, quantum jumping. This is shifting timelines. This is escalating to higher states of being and truly reconnecting with your heart. And also think with your heart, connect with your light. So this is like consulting that own inner voice within, following your intuition more closely, relying on your higher perception, not allowing the lower mind, not allowing the ego self to affect how you are connecting with people, to affect your decisions, to affect how you're showing up in the world. So the easiest way to do that is to understand how fear is keeping you away from true authentic expression. It's like if you are experiencing that things that you say will hurt other people, or they will get angry, or that they might start feeling begrudged, or that they might seek revenge in other ways. These are the aspects that you need to understand today. Where exactly are you doing that to yourself? Because it's all ultimately a reflection of you. There is no one else outside of you. It's all one big giant mirror. And somewhere you are doing that to others as well, right? So we fear that, oh my god, will they start judging me? Will they start pushing me away? Will they start getting angry with me for no reason? Finger pointing to nahi hoga, ya kahin they might not come back with me with vengeance, with revenge. When you have done that in the past, and that is why through that experience you feel that fear कि सच बोलेंगे तो गड़बड़ गड़बड़ हो जाना है. तो let me just keep it mellow, let me just keep it normal. My right ear started paining as I'm saying that. Okay, so we're not listening to the intuition, not listening to the guidance that is coming across, not listening to the heart. It's going to put you in a precarious position, and it's not going to feel comfortable. And although it might seem paradoxical, but सच बोलना तुम्हारा ट्रू नेचर है, तुम्हारी बेस प्रवृत्ति जो है वो सच बोलना है, right? But we are not taught that, through our own experiences, through our own traumas, through our own set of conditions, we don't follow that. But once you start following it more and more, you start feeling so much peace, so much relief. You don't bother actually because it's the truth. See, so it doesn't matter how it is affecting the other person. It's only going to help them grow. It's only going to create a deeper bond between the both of you. And if anything, if the relationship is falling away, it's crumbling apart, it was never sound enough to begin with. So let that sink in for a second, because it's a powerful message that is coming across for some of you. So for the masculines, I have telepathic communication, ancient knowledge, and it's a very very powerful card as I'm connecting with it. And the hummingbird, oh my gosh, yesterday I saw a movie. It was rather like a musical from Jennifer Lopez. It's called This Is Me Now, and I was just intrigued. I was just called to watch it. It's beautiful. You can watch it. It's good for a one-time watch, and I could connect how relatable it is with regards to twin flame journey itself, and everyone must watch it. Everyone who is a die-hard romantic, who is very much in their fields, who believes in love, must watch it once, at least once. So it's going to help you create a bond of trust, a bond of self-forgiveness, a bond of self-respect and love within yourself. So with the masculines and the reason why I'm saying all of this is that it had a special significance to red roses and hummingbird. Though the masculine is denoted with a hummingbird, right, and the feminine is denoted with a red rose. And in that movie itself, it's a very, very special significance how masculine finds the feminine, right? So if you ever see a hummingbird flitting from one flower to the other, he's looking for his purpose, he's looking for his other half, for his true love. And that is how this masculine itself, he is also like going on about from one place to the other, but unable to find that love, unable to find that pure surrender, pure devotion that he experienced within the feminine, within his own heart. The feminine is already placed within the masculine, right? And the masculine is already there within you. It's just that we are looking for that in the external world. तो फिजिकल में जो आपके काउंटर पार्ट हैं वो केवल आपके इंटरनल वर्ल्ड को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं. दैट इज़ हाउ वी ग्रो टू लर्न आवरसेल्व्स. And through telepathic communication, I feel right now your masculine is communicating with you. He's letting you know everything that is going on within him. Most of the masculines, I feel like with these small birds, tiny birds, I feel like they want to be babied. I'm feeling this energy since yesterday. That the masculine is wanting to be babied, wanting to be pampered, wanting to be looked after, to be cared for. It's like they have had so many hard times, so many difficulties, so many challenging times they have seen through. It's like they want to just let go of that and to relax for a bit. And it's a very fresh energy. For example, like I haven't felt this energy ever since I have been on this journey. This is the first time wherein the masculine is asking to be carried. He's wanting to be looked after. He's wanting to be mothered. That word also I received, that mothering. So he's wanting to be looked after by his divine feminine. It's like, you better carry me. You better take care of me because and masculine deserves all of it. Masculine deserves to be taken care of. He deserves to be babied, to be carried, to be loved, to be adored, because he is everything that the feminine is looking for, right? And I'm also feeling like there is a lot of ancient knowledge that is getting unlocked for the masculines. Like I'm almost seeing these as spirits, as past life references coming in, past life experiences might be coming in for the masculine. I'm feeling like masculines are connecting with past life strangers, if that makes sense, like people from his past life coming in. And immediately I'm feeling like masculines are recognizing them to be people from a past lifetime. They are coming in to remind him of his part, to remind him of his beautiful ancient wisdom that he has gained over many, many, many lifetimes, right? Like things that he has already cleared off. Currently masculine is challenging or he's facing challenges that are acting to be hurdles, okay? But in a past lifetime he has already grown through that, okay? So he's not able to understand why am I feeling stuck right now. So people probably coming in to remind him of his lessons that he's already learned, and so that he can just like, it's almost like a blip, it's almost like a flash of light that is going to provide the masculine with a immediate solution, so that he can just flow out and ease out of his current challenge, to ease out of his current hurdle or obstacle. challenge that he's facing right now, right? So this is also like a divine blessing that is coming in for the masculine. And this beautiful sunflower, I think this is a sunflower, not very sure, but it's blooming in the middle of this crane's, this masculine's heart, and he's almost like coming out of a sack, right? So I feel this is very serious guidance, and please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm very specifically getting this, that your masculine has been through a very challenging mental situation, okay, mental health issue. This masculine is emerging from, he's healing himself through that mental ordeal. I'm getting ordain. Oh gosh. So this was ordained. Everything that happened the way it did was predestined. It was ordained by divine so that they could recognize their own true freedom, their own mental freedom. Okay, breaking out of their own mental constraints, their own mental constructs that they had laid upon themselves. They were captive to their own mind, and this masculine is now flowing out of it, freeing himself from the shackles of his own mind, learning to trust his own intuition, learning to trust his own heart. And you are telling him to do so, dear feminine. You are sending him lots of courage, sending him lots of beautiful, gentle energy, reassurance energy to keep following his own heart so that he can grow closer to you in spirit, in essence. And I'm also wearing white with this, so it's really beautiful how this would come along. And I'm noticing that this colored hummingbird and this white hummingbird is like stepping into your own purity of essence, stepping into your own innocence, your own true divine nature. And that's what this masculine is doing right now. It's beautiful. It's like amazing cards coming out. I cannot even explain how beautiful this is. Let me just pull out one card for masculine from this deck as well. It's something to do with the subconscious mind. Lovely. So this is also about acceptance. I'm getting. Let me just see what this card means. I'm getting that masculine is finding great support. It's like, you are my pillar of support. The masculine is letting you know today you have been his true guide, true support, true philosopher, true friend through this journey. It's like he's only scratching the surface with you at this point of time, and there is lots of emotional release. This rain around, it's this emotional release that he's finding at this point of time. This masculine is so overwhelmed with everything that you have given to him. You might think that it doesn't matter to him. It's like it doesn't even reciprocate. He's not even given so much as a thanks. I was about to say thanks, and this is what this card is about, gratitude. He feels so much of gratitude for you, towards divine, for sending you in their life. And you yourself, dear feminine, are being asked to embrace yourself. The more you hold yourself, the more you learn to give thanks to yourself, the more your masculine is also going to embrace you. He's going to recognize your own value and worth. See, your masculine cannot see your worth any more than you already do. He's simply mirroring that back to you. And that is why twin flames share the same consciousness. They share the same level of consciousness because you both reside in the same plane. Okay, both of you traverse a plane together. तो जब आप अपने, आई एम फीलिंग लाइट हेडेड ऑल ऑफ अ सडन, तो जब आप अपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग में आते हैं, अपने हायर परसेप्शन में आते हैं, आपके मास्कुलिन भी राइज करते हैं अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी में. सो ही कैन नॉट राइज एनी मोर देन यू. बोथ ऑफ यू level up at the same time, right? So you need to understand and give thanks to yourself to recognize the journey that you have covered. You need to know your self-worth and value, and when you recognize what you're bringing in, the kind of love that you're sharing, your person is going to do the same. They are going to start doing the same for you as well. You need to understand the value of your twin flame in your life. You know, giving thanks to your twin flame. Oh my gosh. So this is what I've experienced yesterday morning. I woke up and I experienced that, just that point of time when you're not fully sleeping and not fully awake, the moment of coming into awareness, right? I just closed my eyes, I placed my hands on my heart, and I was giving thanks for the counterpart. I was giving thanks for the journey. I was giving thanks for divine, for bringing everything into my life, for all of the things, all of the learnings that I have had since the moment of inception, since the moment of initiation. So much of learning, so much of gratitude I was feeling, for everything that I have come to learn, through which I can sit here and I can talk about it. So I was feeling lots of gratitude, and that is what, see, it came back around. It's almost like आप जो gratitude देते हैं अपने counterpart के लिए, they also do the same, right? They are going to give that back to you. They don't keep anything with themselves. Your counterpart is going to give everything back to you. The more you gracefully accept, hold close to you the people who let you be who you are. Your divine counterpart is fully accepting of who you are as a person, and they respect you, they value you, who accept you in the form in which you have decided to manifest yourself, who encourage you to do what makes you feel good, and who want you to be happy. And do the same for yourself. Take 5 minutes a day to do this. Talk with the plants, the stones, the crystals, the waterways near you, and thank them for what they give to you. Oh my gosh. The roads, the oxygen, the bridges, the glimmers of light in spring. Let yourself be lost in this feeling of thankfulness, but also learn to give thanks for the things you do not yet have, and do not take for granted those that will come to you in future. So masculine is learning how to hold more gratitude. Through this exercise, the more and more you give gratefulness, your masculine is also going to be more grateful for you, for this connection. You almost feel like you are like you are like a formality for your masculine, but that is not true. That is completely not true. You are this beautiful blessing for your masculine, right? Because you have shown to them their own true sense of self-worth, their own sense of deserving the love. You have shown everything to him, and although right now it might not be getting reciprocated, but somehow masculine भी आपको दिखा रहे हैं कहाँ पे वो चीज़ें आपको खुद को देनी है. आप झूठा दिखावा नहीं कर सकते. They are going to sense that, and they are going to move away. Right, so for the feminines also I pulled out a few cards. This lovely card here. It reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood. Resistance. There is somewhere you are resisting, dear feminine. I feel like you are resisting getting your hands dirty with regards to deep inner work, deep shadow work. By shunning temptation, you enter stealth mode, moving silently and proceeding undisturbed along your way. You need to have all of your senses alert and not be disturbed by anything or anyone, so that you don't fall for the lure of outside world and can ground yourself. I know certainly there are certain feminines जिनके लिए मैसेज आ रहा है to not give in to temptation, right? To be constantly aware of that lure that is coming in from the matrix, right? This is not the time for speculation, nor is the time for seduction of dreams and illusions. Everything that is seducing you is the external world, is the physical world. So the more you connect with divine, you'll be able to see this temptation, this seduction, this illusion, this lure with ease. You'll be able to catch it, and you'll be able to nip it right in the bud. Not that it's bad, not that any of it is wrong, but you're here in commitment to yourself. First, you are here in commitment to divine. You are here in commitment with your divine counterpart on this journey of self-realization, right? So you need to be committed. Where is your commitment? Where are you placing your trust? Where are you placing your 100% devotion to? That's very important. Keep your feet on ground. Continue to do the work that you have started by getting busy and looking objectively at what you have achieved so far. Follow your light and see how it illuminates your path. Your truth enables you to distinguish mirages from reality. Oh my gosh. I am really blown away by this card. It is amazing. Many of the feminines are feeling the temptation of going outside of the connection. You might be receiving lots of attention outwardly. Okay, this might be male attention. This might be, I don't know, it might be a million things. But be very mindful about who you are, about this journey that you are on, about recognizing the truth of your heart. recognizing that you cannot move away from this journey. If you are on a true twin flame journey, you will not be able to waver, and if you do, it comes with a price. It comes with a loud bang on your head. You know, that iron skillet comes whacking your head from behind. It's like, oh my god, this is a huge mistake, because it's not meant to be. This is not meant to be so. I'm sorry, I cannot show this card. This is quite graphic, but it's again number 12. You might be seeing number 12 a lot. You might be seeing 12 a lot. You might be seeing 21 a lot. And the meaning of this card is initiation. I just said this word. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking myself out today. In this card, everything is vibrating. It is as if the thresholds of the known were expanding, and we are ready to make room for new truths, new ways of perceiving reality. Our whole being opens up to a new light and a new flowering. So this is your inner feminine being receptive to your inner masculine. What is your masculine's higher self trying to tell you? There might be some resistance towards it. No, this can't be true. Nahi, aisa nahi hai. You might be running away, right? So what is it about that inner copulation? I know it's a very graphic word, but hear me out. जब आपकी inner feminine is open to receiving that which your inner masculine is bringing in, that truth, that pillar of truth that is coming in, are you going to be accepting it? Right? Are you going to be paying attention to it? Are you going to welcome it, or are you just going to shut yourself out? This is a communion, okay? You are ready to give and receive unconditionally. It is a perfect time to study, experience something new, and go beyond what you consider to be your own personal boundaries, as if you are crossing a scarlet membrane beyond which perceptions become more vivid. How far are you willing to go to open yourself up to knowledge? How far can you expand the boundaries of your comfort zone? Taste food you have never eaten before, learn a new ritual, visit an unexplored place. Basically, this card is asking you to step out of your own comfort zone, to push yourself to be more open, to be more receptive towards what is being shown to you. It's definitely something coming in from your masculine, okay? And you might be in denial of it in the past, but right now you're being asked to be more mindful of it, because you're going to learn more. And when you expand your perception, when you are willing to see beyond the apparent, your masculine will also start seeing more of this journey, more of you, what you bring to them, right? And for the feminines, I have enlightened leadership. Listen to the voice of the earth. This beautiful card again. It has bees. Bees have been very, very special for me on this journey as well. So enlightened leadership is all about serving again. The bee always works for the greater good, for the collective, right? It's the yin yang love I'm saying. So, and yin yang love, here it is. This is a love that is here to help us harmonize the inner feminine and the inner masculine, the inner consciousness with the inner energy, right? So that is how we can come into communion, into harmony within ourselves. And when that happens, you become divine, right? You purely start embodying the essence of true nature, true and pure consciousness. That is how you touch thou, right? Everything that cannot be explained, everything that I'm saying here, it cannot be explained, it cannot be said, it can only be experienced by you. And the way you start experiencing it is to be more receptive, to start allowing flow, to start surrendering, to start seeking your true nature, right? Because if you are going on looking towards a certain person or a certain individual in the physical world that can be your divine counterpart itself, it's going to keep you back, it's going to hold you back from recognizing that they are already present within you, right? So within is what we are seeking, going inwards, and you are here to listen to the voice of the earth, okay? Listening to the heartbeat of the earth, if that makes sense. And through that you can be this presence that people require around you, okay? So I also am pulling out cards for what the feminine is working on currently. We live in a jungle, only the strong survive. So today you might be feeling this competitive spirit around yourself. It's like there's too much competition. It's like I just want to lead a simple life, and why is it so difficult for me to start earning and to start creating a life of dreams for myself? But you are always supported, dear feminine. What you're working on is your own inner masculine that is here to provide. So somewhere you might be feeling that you need to be taken care of, you need to be provided for, you need to be protected. But why do you want someone else outside of you to do that for you? When you are a whole being, when you are a divine being, you can do everything for yourself on your own, right? You are complete, you are whole, nothing is missing from you, right? And in that, all of this you can give to yourself. Start doing that for yourself. Start showing up in your masculine energy. Start claiming that you can create a beautiful environment of give and take. It can be beautifully reciprocal, and you can give meaningfully, right? If you're paying attention, and if you are aligned with your truth, if you are aligned with your spiritual purpose, it all comes very, very naturally to you. You are strong and you can be successful. Everything that you need to be successful in this physical realm, divine has already given that to you. It's simply a matter for you to recognize where it is placed. What is it? What is it? What is your special lessons that you can bring to the world, and that can create a difference, right? My destiny is to experience pain, suffering, and personal struggle. So this is again about struggle and strife. So today I feel like feminines are being asked to heal their inner masculine spirit, their own inner masculine energy, wherein there might be a feeling of lostness, lots of overstimulation, over competition, the sense of failure, sense of feeling lost, right? So suffering is always a choice, right? Pain is given. Pain is something that is very true to life. It's already woven in the tapestry of life. But what you choose to suffer from is like complete madness. You're being really stupid if you choose to suffer for a certain thing, for far too long, because suffering is always a choice. Okay? So पेन फील होता है, बट सफरिंग जो है दैट इज perpetuated in our own minds, right? So choose joy. Why are you choosing suffering? Choose joy, right? Learn from every challenge that is coming in and rise. Release any repetitive patterns that bind, limit, restrict your growth and evolution, because that is coming up definitely. Once you can do that, your masculine also learns how to do that. And what is a masculine healing today? One card. What is a masculine healing today? Masculine healing from today. God has it for me. The universe doesn't hear my voice. So something to do with expression, this throat chakra, feeling that your expression is being tied down and getting bird in a cage again and again. That reference, that metaphor coming in for the masculines today since morning. It's like no matter how much I try, I'm always going to end up feeling unheard, राइट? तो ये जो एक सेंस ऑफ अनइम्पॉर्टेंस, लाइक नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट, ये मैस्कुलिन्स आज heal कर रहे हैं. In partnership with the universe, I move through my emotional conflicts and find a peaceful resolution. So peaceful resolution is always at hand. Conflict is always there within, right? Once you are sorted within, it doesn't matter what is going on outwardly, because it's all illusion, it's all Maya play. And you need to recognize that your own inner world must be at ease, at baseline neutral, right? You are not seeking pleasure and you are not seeking out escape as well, right? So if I am in love with someone, we are soulmates and meant to be together forever, right? So this is like healing unhealthy love. Somehow in the past, I feel like masculines might have experienced that. I'm feeling that most masculines are in their feminine energy today, and you might be in your masculine energy. If you're a feminine, if I'm not in love, if I am in love with someone, we are soulmates and meant to be together forever. तो ये एक जो सेंस है ना कि होल्डिंग योर सेल्फ रिस्पॉन्सिबल, दैट नहीं, मैंने कमिटमेंट दिया है रिलेशनशिप को एंड आई हैव टू सी इट थ्रू, बट the way how divine relationships work is that some people come into our lives for a very short span of time. They come in, they teach us about ourselves, they reflect things that we are unwilling to see about ourselves, and then they go off, right? So as soon as we take in the lessons, that charge, that emotional charge, that connectivity that we feel with that person is gone. It's literally dissolved, right? And it happens very organically. It's not that you are a bad person or the other person is a bad person. You need to recognize that some relationships come in for us to see ourselves, right? So that we can mend that part within ourselves that is needy, that is sad, that is craving something, right? So once that emotional charge wears out, that relationship is going to dissolve naturally. And for you to allow that, if you hold on to it, it becomes very inorganic, it becomes forced, it becomes vulgar, it becomes chaotic, it becomes difficult to stay in the same house, right? So that can help dampen your spirit, that dampens the other person's spirit as well. You all deserve love, you all deserve peace, everyone deserves to be in a space where they are healthily cherished and valued naturally, right? Do not force a relationship, it's just not happening, right? So a living relationship has a life of its own. Some relationships last forever, and others are meant to only serve a need during a specific stage of our lives. Exactly everything that I said. So masculines are learning to let go of foundations of situationships and relationships that are not working out. This may be friendship as well, this may be karmic tie, this may be a relationship that some of the masculines share with their boss, with their colleague, and it's just not working out. It's like, oh my god, no matter how hard I'm trying, I want to be a good person, I don't want to hurt them, but this is just like not happening. So you are trying. It's like, that is why I am feeling feminines के लिए भी resistance आया था. कहीं ना कहीं आप भी resist कर रहे हैं उस चीज़ को. तो आपको ये देखना है कि कहाँ पे वो चीज़ हो रही है. Some subconscious wounding might be holding you back. It might be a block that you need to work upon. It's like, if you are in and out of relationships, you're a bad person, or that fear of being judged, or some people might already be doing it, in and out of relationships, but externally they have this बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल सा पेंटेड पिक्चर है कि yes, I'm in a committed relationship, but then internally सब कुछ हो रहा है, and you fear that it might come out and people might think about you in a certain way, but you are not accepting yourself just the way that you are. Once you start doing that, everything becomes naturally flowing, and learn how to discern right from wrong. There is no right and wrong, and it just is. Nature is just the way that it is, and you are a part of nature. But what I mean by learning to discern from right and wrong is that knowing where that line is. Okay, if you are on a divine path, if you are on a spiritual journey, you must know to look out for someone. When you are looking out for someone else, you are in turn looking out for yourself, right? But when you are looking out only for yourself, you're being selfish, you're being narrow-minded, and you are limiting your own potential, you're limiting your own growth, right? You do not know what it is to be here in this physical realm, right? Because you're a spiritual being who is of infinite potential. Everyone who is around you is an extension of you, and in that it's going to affect them. Everything that you say, everything that you decide, it's going to affect them in a way, right? But see where you are crossing the line. Okay, if you are only thinking about yourself, you are in separation with divine, right? You do not recognize what it is to be here and to be a sentient being, to be a responsible being who is here to create a change, right? So I hope this helped you. I'm also welcoming a few questions. If you have a few questions around divine partnerships or twin flame relationship, I'm welcoming questions. What do we do when the dark feminine activates? Is such a powerful and destructive energy. It's revengeful. Shiny, these themes of revenge and vengeance is coming up very frequently. I'm feeling like specifically for the feminine it's coming up, and it's bringing up a fear. Okay, fear of expression, because it's like violent energy. It's something that cannot be restrained. So the only way to do is, there are two ways. You can either allow it, okay, allow it to just purely be itself and see what happens next. And the other way is to be conscious in your mind, right? You can either learn two ways. One is through allowing energy, and the other is through allowing consciousness. So when you are conscious, you are in your masculine energy, you are more in your restraint, you are more in your power, you are more in your control, you are more in your discernment about how things are going to unfold and how it is going to affect. Through consciousness, you can see very far away, बहुत दूर तक आप देख सकते हैं. बट एनर्जी जो है वो केवल अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करना चाहती है. इट डजंट वांट टू स्टे बॉग डाउन, राइट? तो पिक वन एंड लेट इट गो, क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली वो एनर्जी भी आप किस पे रिलीज कर रहे हो? खुद ही पे रिलीज कर रहे हैं आप, राइट? तो whatever it is, whatever your true nature is, just allow it, and through that you are going to learn. It activated 2 days back and took me 2 days to finally calm down. The anger was crazy. So learn how to channelize that anger in a way which is not going to hurt you, or it's not going to hurt others, right? There are many ways. There are tapping techniques, there are thumping techniques. You can use the bed, you can fist it out, you can actually punch the pillow, you can use the pillow to scream. You can scream out loud, stand at the top of a building on a terrace and just scream your heart away. See what happens, you know. Energy के बारे में आप कुछ नहीं कह सकते हैं. I cannot tell you what is going to happen and how to keep it in. I would never ask you to do that. But it's your choice to allow that energy outwardly, because through that expression itself you are going to learn. बिफोर दैट आप खाली इंटेलेक्चुअलाइज कर रहे हो कि मैं ऐसे करूँगी तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, बट वो अभी हुआ नहीं है. तो यू कैन नॉट नो फॉर श्योर हाउ दैट एनर्जी इज गोइंग टू प्ले आउट एंड व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑफ इट, राइट? Shiny saying 12-12, seeing a lot. Lovely. M. Sonali ji, I'm actually dealing with a divine partner. Lovely. So, what about it? Divine soul purpose. Yes, recently I am getting so much of anger and discerning. The person was thinking to be my DM. Is he really my true DM? Because I am getting deep dreams and चेहरा भी किसी और का दिख रहा है. So divine soul purpose, there might be some interferences, ठीक है? Infiltrations हो रहे हैं. Please clear your energy, please cleanse your aura, and clarify, right? State that you do not want any sort of lower energy that is going to affect you and your state of mind, your own state of emotion, your own state of being. You do not allow any lower energy forms to affect you in that way, and through that you will be able to get clarity itself. I did Tandav, Gaur Tandav, but still the anger was so intense that it did not go away. It won't, because it is not आज का, है ना शाइनी? बहुत सालों का है. आपकी शायद टेंडेंसी रही है टू कीप थिंग्स मेलो, टू कीप थिंग्स हैप्पी एंड ब्राइट, टू अलाउ एवरीवन टू फील कंफर्टेबल. एंड कई सारी मोमेंट्स में आपको जो एंगर आता था आपने सप्रेस कर लिया, बट नाउ यू कैन नॉट सप्रेस इट फॉर द लव ऑफ गॉड, बिकॉज यू हैव बीन डूइंग द इनर वर्क. और एक पॉइंट ऐसा आता है जब यू रिकग्नाइज कि सो मच ऑफ रॉन्ग हैज़ हैपेंड upon you and so much of unfairness has happened upon you, right? So it is your own internal teen that is now rebelling. Okay, so allow that energy, see what comes out of it. It is a process. Anger is also a process. Okay, so learn how to be patient with it. You can also write down. Journaling is good. You can also write down, and you can also address letters. If it's a specific person on which आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, you can write down those emotions and just burn it away, right? You can practice Ho'oponopono as well. That will also help you. कैसे clarify करूँगी? जिसमें DM सोच रहे हैं is going to marry another girl. You don't need to, again, divine soul purpose, आप अपना focus और attention, अपनी precious focus और precious energy जो है आप उन पे डाल रहे हैं, और वो भाग रहे हैं. वो क्यों भाग रहे हैं? क्योंकि आप खुद से भाग रहे हैं. आप खुद को नहीं फेस करना चाह रहे हैं. आप खुद के साथ में अकेले नहीं बैठ सक रहे हैं. You have that fear of ending up alone, right? That might be there. Ending up old and lonely. What is so wrong about it? It's a possibility that exists. There's nothing wrong with. Sit with that possibility. And through that you'll be able to face your fear of ending up alone. Okay? Don't run away from being alone, from loneliness, from not being chosen. Right? And don't blame the other person. He's just trying to be happy. Right? But how are you trying to be happy yourself? कहीं ना कहीं आप भी भाग रहे हैं, कुछ और अपने आप को डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, तभी वो मिरर कर रहे हैं आपको. I'm feeling like I'm tapping into my dark feminine. Dark feminine is very, very, very potent, pure energy, cannot be contained, should not be contained, because ये जो आपकी जो manipulative टेंडेंसी होगी, कंट्रोलिंग टेंडेंसी, ऑब्सेसिव टेंडेंसी है, या एक एंगर का जो एनर्जी है, या एक रात जो है, प्योर जो रात होता है, वो प्योर डार्क फेमिनिन है. एंड it's not what it is meant to be. Most of them understand it to be in a very limited sense of way कि आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, कोई चीज़ पे गुस्सा आ रहा है, कोई इंसान पे गुस्सा आ रहा है, तो वो डार्क फेमिनिन है. डार्क फेमिनिन also fights for you only. It fights for what is right. कि सामने वाला इंसान को आप प्यार दे रहे हैं, लव देना चाह रहे हैं, और वो खुद को लव नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, तब उस सिचुएशन में भी डार्क फेमिनिन एक्टिवेट हो जाती है. बिकॉज इट्स द मदर इनसाइड ऑफ यू दैट वांट्स टू गिव लव टू द अदर, टू योर चाइल्ड, वांट्स टू प्रोटेक्ट यू, wants you to awaken, wants you to embrace life in its full grandeur, but you're unable to do that, right? तो फिर वो एनर्जी इस तरीके से इरिटेट हो जाती है, right? तो कोई चीज़ को लेबल ना दे, जस्ट लुक एट इट एज इमोशन. इट्स सिंपली एंगर दैट इज कमिंग अप. अब आपने देखना है कि उस चीज़ को कैसे प्रोसेस करना है. यू कैन ईदर एक्ट इट आउट, यू कैन ईदर अनलीश इट, बट प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू डोंट हर्ट योर सेल्फ और यू डोंट हर्ट द अदर पर्सन इन द प्रोसेस. I had a breakdown recently where I had a deep realization how I used to be such a happy person, fully creative and deeply connected to my creative self. I have lost it all, my dreams too. So yes, you need to reconnect. You need to start creating that space for yourself when you are expressing that way again, once again, right? So forgive yourself. Again, that's why I mentioned Ho'oponopono. You need to forgive yourself first, क्योंकि हमने ही खुद के साथ में ऐसा किया. After coming to this journey, of course, I have grown and matured, but everything has changed. I miss my old energy. Lovely. lovely, lovely. तो वो सारी चीज़ें जो आपको खुशी देती हैं, जॉय देती हैं, तभी हम DM में जॉय ढूंढते हैं ना. जब हम वो हमें देखते हैं, जब वो हमें बात करते हैं, हमें वैलिडेट करते हैं, अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, लव देते हैं, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है. बट जब वो अपना अटेंशन खींच लेते हैं, हमारे में क्या होता है, हमारा डोना वापस से खाली हो जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने उसमें कुछ नहीं डाला. जस्ट टेक दिस रेफरेंस. You have a pantry, okay? In your kitchen you have a pantry that is full of eatables and grains and everything, okay? And you have not stocked it up. It's empty, okay? Now if someone is going to come to your doorstep with a packet of food, you're just going to grab it. वो चाहे जो भी हो, right? वो जो भी चीज़ होगी आप उसे बस पकड़ ली, क्योंकि आप भूखे हैं. You are hungry. There's nothing in your pantry and you're going to accept anything that they are offering, even though it might be stale bread. But अगर आपकी किचन की पैंट्री जो पूरी तरीके से well stocked है and you have stocked it up with good quality stuff, if someone is coming at your doorstep and offering you stale bread, would you accept that stale bread? That's my question to you. So this is a very, very deep and a profound self-inquiry that you can get into today. You know, would you accept that stale bread if your pantry was completely full and stocked up? You would not. You would not accept it. Why is that? Because you have given that to yourself. You have created that pantry, stocked it up with beautiful love, respect, kindness, humility, generosity, patience. All of that you have given to yourself. You have created that world for yourself. And now you know, okay, listen, okay, fine, it's good that you're giving me this, but I know what I'm worth. I know my value, right? And I'm okay by myself because my pantry is full. Right? So it's a very, very small metaphor, but I love this metaphor. That pantry full pantry. Will Divine forgive us for the mistakes that we did with our counterpart when we have realized it and changed it? Mistakes there are no mistakes, there are only lessons, my love. So do not be so hard on yourself, forgive yourself. Again and again मैं ये बोल रही हूँ आज लाइव पे, practice Ho'oponopono prayer for yourself, forgive yourself for all of the mistakes because you were not aware, you were unaware, right? So just like a child, you are very quick to forgive a child, है ना, जब वो मिस्टेक कर लेता है, कोई बात नहीं बेटा, इट्स ओके, हो गया, यू डोंट नो, यू डिड नॉट नो दैट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, फिर आप उसको एजुकेट करते हैं एंड फॉरगिव कर देते हैं. बट व्हेन वी ग्रो अप एज एडल्ट्स वी बिकम सो हार्ड ऑन अदर एडल्ट्स एंड ऑन आवरसेल्फ. यू नो, वो दैट रूम फॉर मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स इज ऑलमोस्ट गॉन. बट ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? वी लर्न थ्रू आवर मिस्टेक्स एंड सो मिस्टेक्स आर वाइटल. इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट टू मेक मिस्टेक्स. Through that growth occurs. So growth will occur only after you make a mistake. So be forgiving, be kind with yourself. Of course, God is there to forgive everything. There is no one outside of you, right? It's simply us needing to forgive ourselves, right? And you have realized it, you have changed it, definitely, right? It happened, that mistake took place so that you could see yourself. Na? Lovely. Any other questions if they are coming up with regards to journey, with regards to your own divine counterpart? If you want to ask, if there's something that has been bothering you, you may ask. Otherwise, we can just end this live in a minute. Megha is saying, I will re-listen to this live again. Hi, I'm not taking questions, dear Hiteshi. I'm not taking questions today. It's simply questions with regards to the journey, right? If you are on this journey, on this spiritual path of self-transformation, okay, so I guess that is it. I love you so much. This was fun. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around.